starting at 11 a.m. We're going to have the first women's final, and in it, that is the women's final. That's it. That's not the first. That is the final. Nothing after it. We have Diane Wenzel, Candace Appleby, Terry Plunkett. Now, Terry Plunkett has about 100 stitches in her head from yesterday. Yeah, and she made it to the final together with Morgan Hoistry. So Diane Wenzel, Candace Appleby, Terry Plunkett, and Morgan Hoistry. Now, we'll see if Terry will be able to make it or not. Again, she got a lot of stitches in her head from yesterday. We all hope that she's doing really well. Following the women's final, we're going to have the men's semifinal, and I got some results right here in my hand. So let's see who advanced. We have Matt Backer. He made it to the final. That's semifinal number 1, which will be starting at 12 p.m. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Bainey advanced to semifinal 1. We have Chuck Lynn and Brant Pasco. That's your men's semifinal number 1 starting at noon. Then it will be followed, that will be 20 minutes, and it will be followed by the men's semifinal number 2. And let's get some drums in your head there. And semifinal number 2 is Tommy Loy, made it. He will be in the heat together with Drew Brophy. Brophy and Tommy Loy are both goofy footers. They will be surfing on their backhand. Also, Brandon Rambo is in semifinal number 2, and Jeff Clark. So these are the names. A quick recap, if you missed, starting at 11 a.m., women's final, Diane Wenzel, Candace Appleby, Terry Plunkett, and Morgan Hoistry. Then at noon, we'll have men's semifinal number 1 with Matt Backer, Dave Bainey, Chuck Lynn, and Brant Pasco. Matt Backer on his front side, Dave Bainey on his backhand, Chuck Lynn also on his backhand, and Brad Pasco on his front side. Chuck Lynn being the only one in the mix here, riding a little bit more of a hybrid traditional board that allows him to nose ride as well. All the other riders, Backer, Bainey, and Pasco, riding more progressive pulled-in nose boards, going for performance. That will be at noon. At 12:20, we have men's semifinal number 2. Tommy Loy will also be riding on his backhand, showing, see, we have like a lot of goofy footers making it to the semifinal. So this is not just a front-siders ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. You can make it on your backhand. Tommy Loy, Drew Brophy also on his backhand, the artist from Southern California. Brandon Rambo will also be riding, not on his backhand, he will be on his front side. He's a regular foot, 23-year-old from San Clemente, California. And then local legend, worldwide big surf legend, Jeff Clark. So there is the lineup, women's final and the 2 men's semifinal. We're going to come back to you. We're going to have it running here, but we'll be coming back to you at about 10:45. So 10:45. So we need to take a quick break. After all, we need to eat too, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to give a shout out here to all the people behind the scenes. Eric Cox doing an amazing job at the control room. You have no idea. See, you think, well, let me tell you this. We thought the webcasts were just a matter of like plug and play. Get your web camera, hook it up to the computer, and you're alive. Well, let me tell you that 2 years later, after thousands and thousands of hours of research and hundreds and hundreds of hours of webcasts, that's not quite how it works. And our hero, Eric Cox, behind the control room, has a lot of loose ends that he needs to keep in check. So shout outs to Eric Cox. Also, our cameraman here, Corey Cox and Sean Burke from Surf Tech. So helping out behind the cameras. Those guys have like some very intense work to keep that camera steady and follow all the riders. And there is a lot of action happening in the surf and outside of the surf. So shout outs to them as well. Dirk Brower running all over the map, sending me emails and texts at 4 a.m. So working really hard. Again, when we say that this is a work of passion and a lot of big hearts involved, we really mean it. So Supconnect bringing these webcasts to you in HD live. I also want to give a shout out to Aaron Robbins. Aaron Robbins is a behind the scenes. He's our interactive media communicator and all-around connector. She is doing a lot of the tweets, posting, and keeping everyone connected on Supconnect. So Aaron Robbins does an incredible job. She's also the one in charge of getting you all the on-demand clips. So if you missed any one of the heats earlier today, you can watch the heats. Just go to our Ustream channel. You can go to supconnect.com/live. That is supconnect.com/live. It will take you to our Ustream channel, and there you'll be able to watch all the clips on demand right now. You don't need to wait for any edit, any highlights or anything. You can watch previous parts of the webcast there on our Ustream channel. So shout outs to Aaron Robbins. Also shout out to my lovely and wonderful wife. She was sewing a lot of the covers here for these webcasts so that we can protect our gear. There is a whole lot of gear here at this event, a lot of cables, a lot of equipment that we have on the line. So shout out to my wife, who worked on a lot of shipment for gear, and just it's a huge logistical operation, and shout outs to her. We also want to thank all the partnering websites who are embedding this player and helping share the stoke. This is proof that people can come together across the aisle for a greater cause. So I want to give shout outs to our fellow Sup Media publication outlets out there. So Sup Journal, Sup the Mag, Sup Racer, Sup Surf Mag, everybody helping out and embedding this player on their website. So thanks a lot for all the support. That is again Supconnect, connecting paddlers everywhere in the Sup world. So folks, people can come together for a greater cause. So don't if you look at Congress, if you're in the US and you think things don't get done, here we go. Supconnect and the Sup world coming together to get things done. If you have any questions or anything that you want to see, you can tweet us with the hashtag SurfTechSO13. That is hashtag SurfTechSO13. We also want to thank all of the Supconnect sponsors. Please go to supconnect.com and look out for our sponsors. These are the companies that get behind Supconnect and make it all possible. So bringing the stoke to people everywhere around the world on these live HD webcasts. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to be here. And SurfTech obviously partnering with us here, but we also have a lot of other brands that make it all possible to share the love and get you in the water and paddling. If you need to get away from your computer, your desktop or laptop computer, again, just download the Ustream app, look for the Supconnect channel, and you'll be able to watch the webcast on the go. So there is no excuse not to watch these webcasts. We have a lot of very exciting action coming up, so you want to stay tuned. My name is Andre Niemeyer. We are broadcasting live from Santa Cruz, California, here in Steamer Lane. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes here. We're gonna go on a break, and we'll be back at 10:45, prepping up for the women's final. So on that note, you guys stay tuned.